Alright everyone, welcome to the live stream to the Mirage Island Draft League Cup 5. So we are doing the live stream information because why? Why? So anyway, so today we're doing the live stream of the Mirage Island Draft League Season 5, and yeah, so welcome to the introduction screen for the next season. Very exciting indeed. So excited, to be honest. And yeah, so these are our 16 coaches that will be participating in this season. For obvious reasons, that is not true. We don't know who the resigning champion is. We do not know. So we take a look over this sheet. We have the Discord link, sports server, which will be playing on the sports server this time around. Damage calc, very important. Cup moves, DLC moves, applications, which applications were released July of last month, and only 16 of them, only like 6 got in. Well, 10 were returning coaches. 10 were returning coaches, 6 are newcomers, which is why we have the debut in this season right there. Not a lot of newcomers, so 6 newcomers seems nice for the 5th season. We have Derp Panic, Ronos, Kaizuo Zen, Mark QJRT, Hyro, and Mobile Rider. So obviously, I'm going to go over the rules. So I'll start with the draft rules first. So for obvious reasons, you can only draft 12 Pokemon. That is the maximum amount of Pokemon that you can draft in a single team. So you cannot draft 11, you can't draft 10, you have to draft all 12 Pokemon. That is basically the rule. And also, during the draft, you have to say the Pokemon's name and its points. The reason why is because I want to make sure that everyone knows the rules are. Like, I want to make sure the rules. If you guys did read the rules, then you should be able to comment like Charmander for 2, and in onwards. I don't know how, like, so Charmander for 2 and so forth. Let me go ahead on the live stream now. Let me check this out. Yeah, so let's go on the live stream. So that is one of the draft rules. Players are given 76 points. So players are given 76 points to fill up a draft list. That could be from 14 points all the way to 2 points. So 76 points seems a reasonable amount. I was gonna go for 80 at one point in time, but I felt like that I want more of a difficult challenge. So 76 points seems a reasonable amount. I mean, you still get at least it's a good pick, so I feel like 76 is a reasonable amount. And of course, you do not have to spend all your points. You do not have to spend all of them, but you do have to have at least 12 Pokemon available for you to use. So that's something that you want to keep an eye on. Obviously, the draft order will be randomized, and the previous winner will get to choose the seed next season, which is this season. The previous one will get to choose the seed, which obviously, if Jason wins this season, means he gets to choose the seed of the next tournament, which is kind of going to be shocking. But I will run about to do the entire thing over again. And also, we'll be having a snake style draft, which means 1, 2, 3, and 16, 15, 14. Just like that, which was snake style again. I was going to do random, but I feel like that a lot of people will get pissed if I do that, so it'll be snake style 1, 2, 3, and then 16, 15, 14. So please, check it out. Alright, so of course we have all picks. So of course all picks will have a 45-minute time limit, and it was voted by the community last season. Honestly, I didn't really want to do this, honestly, but because they want the speed as a little bit faster than like a 5-hour timer. Because originally I was gonna do a 5-hour timer this season, but I didn't want this. I don't want this to do a repeat of what happened last season. So I think 45 minutes will be perfect for everyone. If they don't like it, then we'll try to comprehend something for next season. And of course, if the time runs out, then the player will be able to pick next. Oh, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Window, general chat. What do I share? I should be sharing that. Okay, cool. So I should be sharing this one. I don't know if any of you guys can see it. Yep, I have the newcomers in one of the chats. Should be like that. Cool. And if you're skipped twice, then future picks, your automatic skip until the player returns. So I would not get skip, honestly, because if you, then you're going to be in big trouble. And players may not change your picks. You cannot change your picks. Once you submit a Pokemon, we're going with it. And of course, we'll have a mini grace period, which you get to change 2 Pokemon after the draft is over. So do not change your picks. It's not allowed. Speech class is on as per usual, so you can have both Moltres. So speech class is turned on. And players who does drive a Mega Pokemon can Mega Evolve whenever they want, regardless of what turn. So we changed the Mega rule last season. It was very confusing. It was very hard to read. Ice Sword, whatever. So that will be interesting to see which Megas the people will come up with. And if you draft any Pokemon that is restricted, which I have 11 comments on the tier section, you have to follow what I wrote in the comment section. Which I had 11 comments, so it's gotta be interesting. Players who join the draft after summer drafts will get up to 3 months to replace for free, regardless of what trades we get. So 3 months are the max. So that is your drafting rules. Now let's go over the battle rules. So the battle rules isn't that complicated, honestly. But I think we'll go over some of them. So first off, of course, we'll be playing the Battles in the Showdown Discord server. I have the link in the description down below. I'll probably leave the link down the Discord server too, sometime after the draft is concluded, just to make sure you guys know where you play in the sports server, you don't play in a regular showdown. However, if the sports server is down, then you must play in the regular showdown server. But you have to follow all their clock. You'll be playing anything goes if the sports showdown server is down, which I highly doubt it will be down. But in case it happens, then you must play in showdown anything goes. And then all items that have been unreleased are allowed to be used. We are limiting some few items. We have Berserk Gene, which of course that is a Generation 2 item. Basically what Berserk Gene does is an increase in attack by +2. And confuses permanently, but because of units like Tapu Fini, any abilities of On Temple prevents from this happening. So obviously it's 1 per team, and I know some Pokemon are really good at using this item. So just to make sure, it's 1 Berserk Gene per team, and in all gyms except for Normal Gym is also 1 per team, because Normal Gym was released in the mainline Pokemon games, but all other gyms were not as lucky. So it's 1 per team. So you can have 1 Berserk Gene, 2 types of gems, except for normal. So basically, you can make a team with 1 Berserk Gene and 4 normal gems and a fire, water, whatever you want. So you can basically make a team like that, just to make you guys know. And please use a National Dex Legacy as the format. Guys, I cannot just say this again. Please do not forget, on the format you will be using National Dex Legacy. You got to use that as a format. The reason why is because the Porygon bot is going to be recording everything, starting from the kills and deaths, history, anything, JavaScript codes. So you have to use the National Dex Legacy as the format, or else we won't be able to record properly. And yeah, so please do it. If a timer is requested, which I don't think that's going to happen, then only a Smogon timer can be turned on. And you must pause the timer if the player disconnects. And if the player times out, then the results will stand as a concession. So obviously, please do that. And now part 2 of that rule is that a disconnected player has 10 minutes to establish a stable connection. If they do not, then the opponent, which is the opponent that gave the timer, will have to check in with me, the organization, to organize the review the case. And I'll determine who gets the who gets to win, and who gets to lose in this scenario. So basically, don't have a bad internet connection. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't have a bad internet connection because you have 10 minutes to do that. Now, this is a rule that a lot of people break in my Draft League servers, is that no extension will be given out of no attempts that's been made at all. Be it DMs, tagging, well, it should be tagging as well, but I made it DMs specifically. And you have to have all 3 days of any time before to do it. I think Discord changes that a lot. So I really hope that this is not a problem this season. So hopefully, no extension will be attempting if you don't get this done. And any deals 3 days before I do so. All players are required to have a replay save, and the Porygon bot may join the battle, but because I made an announcement, is required to join the battle. Just send the live out to the bot server tab, which I have that in the Discord server. I believe it's somewhere around here. Bot server, yep. If you just go down, scroll down, or on your phone, whatever, there should be a welcome channel, announcements, docs, the bot server. Go down there, I made the rules, put a star on it just to make sure that things were started from there. So you gotta just put the live battle. All you have to do is copy and paste the link into the bot server and it'll be good to go. Baton Pass. So we decided to buff up Baton Pass a little bit. Last season, we didn't allow Baton Pass at all, but this season I'm doing a little bit friendly towards Baton Pass. Baton Pass is allowed, of course. You may pass any stats except for speed, and obviously you cannot pass behind a substitute. There is a lot of rules regarding the base on that, so do not pass any stats exception to speed. And pass behind a sub, don't do that either. And of course, dropouts. If you drop out of the league, I'm okay with it. I'm okay if you dropping out of the league, but you have to find a replacement. That is just final. Like, you need to find a replacement. If you do not find a replacement, then I can't let you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Even though you have a lot of business you gotta take care of, you have to look for someone to replace for you. Or I can even try to get in the general chat, but I really don't think that I'm gonna get anyone time soon. So I would try to find someone to replace for you in case you have to drop out. It makes my life a lot easier. And please make sure the smoke gun clauses are used. We will be following the Slate clause, the evasion clause, LKO clauses such as share code, fissure, and infinite battles. And cut moves are allowed. Hidden power, return, pursuit. Few example. Cut moves are allowed, which is kind of great. And players are not allowed to forfeit unless it is by a stall Pokemon. If it's for sure is a stall Pokemon, such as Chansey, Blissey, Toxapex, there's a few examples, then you are allowed to forfeit, but if it's not, then it's a -6. So please do not. That shows no sportsmanship. Plus, they want to be able to finish the battle. So here are the points, reminders if rules are not followed. So no show equals a -3. Rule breaking is also a -3. If forfeits mid-battle is unacceptable of any format, but then it's a -6. And players are expected to battle in a 12-week season. So that is the battle rules. Now let's go over the trading rules. Trading rules is the next one, and oh, of course, there is a lot. There is a lot. Okay, tell me about it. There's a lot of trading rules. Of course, players will get 5 free agency trades. 5 free agency trades that they can use. So if you have to drop and just pick it up. It's not a big deal. Once you're out of 5 free agency trades, you can't trade anymore for the rest of the season. So please be careful on how would you use your free agency. Players will have unlimited trades between coaches. Of course, just trade as much as you want. That's fine. Players can make up to 2 trades per week. Free agency and coaches are counted as a whole. Basically, so if you do both free agency and both coach trades, it counts as 2 trades. You can only trade 2 trades per week, just to avoid any scandalism. So, yeah, that's that. Any trades made will take place the effective the following week, X plus 1 week. So basically, if you make any trades, then it will be effective on the next week. So if you trade in week 1, it will be effective in week 2, and so forth. The week does end at 10:59 p.m. CST / 1:59 p.m. EST on Sunday. I'll be following both Alabama and the United States time zone. So since I do live in Alabama, I will be following by the CST time zone, and the rest of you will be following on the EST times. I'm just an hour behind EST, which is a lot easier for us to read. But since most people's in the time zone are EST, I'll be following on both time zones too. So it will be on Sunday. And trades are finalized on Saturday. So you cannot trade on Sunday. Yeah, so there will be a finalized trades, of course. So if you trade on Sunday, for example, then it will be effective in the next following week. So please be aware of it. Saturday is the deadline for any trades for you. Week 9 is the last week to make any official trades. After week 4, trades can be used, and players can trade their Mega Evolutions for a non-Mega, and the max Mega in the gig is 1. No Mega Evolutions can be obtained. 2 Megas legal, of course. You do not have to drive a Mega. You don't have to do that. But I'm just saying, if you don't drive a Mega, then things could be a little bit hard for you guys. Of course, no backseat clause. So we do have a no backseat clause in this league. So once you trade the Pokemon, you can't get it back to your team in any physical form or way. Players are not allowed to trade after drops concluded to prevent fleeing, but because we have a mini grace period, you get 2 drops and you get to pick up 2 mons. Now, I'm just letting you guys know, those 2 mons, the ones you'll drop out, will not count towards your. Not only it doesn't count to a free agency, but it actually negates the no backseat clause rules. So this is your chance. So if you drop, let's say in the mini grace period, you drop Charizard and Volpe, for example, and you picked up Blastoise and LMEs. Basically, Charizard and Volpe are allowed to be brought back to your team when the season starts. That's what I'm trying to say. And of course, no wages of blocking of other people's trades via DMs. Don't do that, kind of stupid. And to keep the meta healthy, if you have any free agency left on week 9, it gets reduced down to 2 coaches or any free agency if you have any. So just to keep the meta a lot healthier for the entire community. And finally, the playoff rules. Of course, we'll be having a tournament gauntlet. Top 8 players has the best records. The best record will be entering the playoffs after week 12 is finished. If the tie is concluded, of course, there will be a sudden death, and it will be occurred by a Metronome battle. Ooh, Metronome battle. Look at that. Metronome battle. It's pretty interesting, right? So what's our, and it's gonna be based on kills and deaths. First, we'll be deciding on the wins and loses. Second, it will be based on the kills and deaths. So I hope you guys do battle extremely well, and I hope you guys don't lose a lot of kills and deaths. And the playoffs, of course, will be best of 3, and it must be completed all at once. Do not wait one day, just do one battle, wait another day. You can't do that. It has to be all at once to make sure we don't have any cheating applied in there. Players are allowed to make any changes in their matches, such as sets, moves, and anything, but you do have a total of 5 minutes to make any final changes. If you do pass the 5-minute time limit, then you will lose the match for that round only. So be careful. Make sure you make multiple sets, and before the playoffs start, if you are in the top 8, I would honestly suggest you make as much sets as you can with different Pokemons, and just switch it when that time comes. That way, you'll have the Pokemons you needed within the 5-minute time limit. And of course, cheating is unacceptable of any time, any form or way. Okay, so looks like we have the credits, normal, standings. This is our standings, not too different. See, teams are confirmed. These are our divisions. Just make sure you follow your division codes. Yeah, so it looks like, so we have 4 returners on Orchidea. I think I have 1 newcomer in the Jerusalem. I think Mark is in the newcomer zone. 1 returner in the Philwin division, and 1 returner also in the Releases division. Here are your tiers. Of course, remains a couple of comments based on those tiers. First off, anything that has a comment, tap it and just read it. So it looks like Blaze can have speed boost. Augustin has no nasty plot. Kangaskhan has no seismic toss. There's a couple of normal rules. Greninja cannot have Battle Bond. Dracovish, no choice span. Feels like a lot healthier this way. And yeah, just have to scroll down, check the comments. And also, DLC mods starring Reggie Fleeky, Spectator, Calyrex is not working. Currently has a bug. Currently has a bug right now. So that's going to be an annoying. Gothitelle, sorry, can't have Shadow Attack. Wobbuffet can. And I do have a comment right here. No fear meta of any mods. It should be looking at 1.0, just as a little reminder. Here's your roster list. Hero's name will be in the description down below. This is just for fun. The coach will be right there, and the teams will be right there. It's about the teams of 4 different divisions. Arcanea, Judicial, Volan, and Ulysses will be right there. They're all in different placements, so I hope you guys do know how to get your teams together. Draft picks. So I did draft picks. These are all. This will be all manually. So this will be a lot of fun. And here's a leaderboard. Just leaderboard stuff, whatever. Here's the trades. Trades, I believe, are automatic, which is cool. I think they're all automatic. So that's nice. The only one that's not automatic is the free HC lab. I don't think that's automatic at all. And then here's our personal team pages. So take a look at our Greninjas. Take a look, Pokemon ability, just something like that. Just go to your team page, just look at them all. And then there is Boom Boom Monks in there. I still haven't got his team name yet. I'll have to get his team name soon. Oceans RX. Here's Judicial. Here's Judicial one. The one with Sigur's Path, whatever you call it. Here are the teams. Pick one of the newcomers in there. Oh look there. It's you. Nice. Here's Volan's team page. Looks like blue and red all together. Hey, that's cool. And finally we have the Ulysses format. Here's Ulysses. Here's Ulysses with Steve, Kaiser Sosa. Honestly, I don't know why Kaiser Sosa is even in there. And Hydra. Summary is replay, just a replay value. I think this is I believe this is automatic. If not, then I'll have to import kills and deaths. Leaderboards. Leaderboard is going to be in there. I will have a page. I'll have a link to all the replays in the season. I don't know if that's included, but that's what it is. Honestly, and I hit some couple of sheets, and then I have team info. Team info is also going to be in there, which I should honestly move team info after the league. So yes, here's the team info. Both team members and everything's going to be important in there. So I think that is it for the tour of the Season 5's Cup. If you have any questions regarding to the Draft Cup 5, regardless if you're a YouTuber or if you're a newcomer at all, including if this is your first draft or if you're a YouTuber just to watch the video, if you have any questions, comment on the Discord, tag me, I'll be able to answer some questions for you guys. If you're a YouTuber, just comment down. I'll try to answer as questions as you can. And I hope you guys are prepared for the draft season, Season 5. It will be premiering on August 26th. I still don't have all the time zones recorded yet. I think I'm missing like 7 of them. So I'm missing 7 time zones. And I'm missing, it's like there's 72 hours left for the time zone. So I hope that will be surpassed by then. So I hope to see you guys on August 26th. Is when the draft starts. And just letting you guys know right now, is that we're probably are not going to get done until December at the earliest. If not, it could be by January of 2022. Because this is like a 3-month. This is like 3.5 months worth of stuff. And we have playoffs too, just on top of it. So it's gonna be by December at the least. Just in time for the release of Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys are ready for the draft season. This has been Corn here, signing out.